Hi everyone, I'm JR.
And I'm John Paul, and this is Christian
HQ. Today we're going to talk about the new faith-based film that just came out, The Hill. This movie is about Ricky Hill, a baseball player who was born with a degenerative spinal disease and very small and weak legs. This, however, did not stop him from pursuing his dream, as his faith and determination carried him all the way to the minor leagues, which is quite impressive.
Yeah, and one of the things I really liked about this movie was one of the big underlying stories with it was fathers versus sons, goals and dreams. Being a father myself, and also being a son and having a father, a dad and a son's dreams do kind of collide sometimes. Dads a lot of times will want something different for their sons, and a lot of times the sons will want something a lot different what the dads even want them to be. But all dads just have to know you have to let your son follow his own path. You followed your own path as a dad to get to that point, and you always have to let your son follow his own path.
Yep, that's true. And also, another thing this film really put a big emphasis on was going through struggles and hard times and still praising God despite your shortcomings. And I think this is super important and a super important topic that this film did a really great job of touching on, because praising God during these times can really pay off in the long run, as it did for Ricky Hill in this film.
All right, and another thing that I really liked about this movie was there's a point when the son was talking to his dad and said that he could represent God on the baseball field as well as he could in a church. And that really struck a chord with me, because no matter what profession you want to be in, it doesn't matter if it's playing sports, being a preacher, being in sales, being a doctor, anything you want to do, that's your opportunity to represent God. You don't just have to be a preacher to represent God in your daily life, but everybody has the opportunity to impact everybody's life in anything they choose to do, and you can represent God in any way you want to.
That's super true. Another thing this film really put a lot of emphasis on was pursuing your dream. And one thing with him in this movie was that being a baseball player seemed to everyone else to be a very stupid idea. Every doctor that he talked to said it was just dumb that he kept playing baseball. And I think it's super important to pursue your dream, no matter what that is, no matter what the odds against you are, because the odds were very much against him. And despite that, his faith and determination pursued him to overcome those odds, and he ended up getting his dream in the end.
Yeah, now this was definitely a faith-based movie involving sports, which for me makes it about as good as it gets, because I like sports and I love faith-based stuff. Went to the movie with my son and my own wife, and this is a movie that you can take your family to. This is a really good underdog, inspirational movie, and you can have kids there, you can have adults there. There's very, very, very minimal cussing in. There might have been one time, maybe two times that I think the Lord's name was taken in vain in it. But for the most part, this is a movie to definitely take your kids and have a good family time.
Yeah, for sure. This was a great family movie. And the acting and overall quality of the movie was great. Everything about the movie was great. The pictures, everything. And from all the articles I read, it was pretty much true to what actually happened. And it really shows how God can work in your lives if you allow Him to. And I would give this movie 2 thumbs up. It's a great movie.
Yeah, me too. I give it 2 thumbs up. I recommend you take it if you want a nice a family movie to take your family to. This is it. And be sure to like and subscribe. And we'll see you guys next time.
See you guys next time.